does a hanky panky. My baby 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 does a hanky panky.
I am Rick, your host, and this week we have some returning guests. This is going to be a fun one. Daren and Amber from Penny and the Flamethrowers. How are y'all?
What's up?
How we doing?
I'm doing great.
Yep.
Now, I know for a fact that you might have had a gig, so if you're tired, I understand. It's okay. You can take a nap.
Yeah. Nap after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting up early. I know you guys just played. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. It's awesome. How have you guys been?
Super.
You bet.
Busy.
It's been a whirlwind this October. It really has.
Mm-hmm.
Daren, I gotta just tell you, I like how you look at Amber. Like, what am I supposed to say, sweetie?
Well, we look at each other a lot because, it's like, well, because you've been married for a long time. You just sort of have this like conversation telepathically really quick. And
yep.
We watch a lot.
It does. Amy and I have been together for 26 years.
Wow, that's
and
awesome.
I will tell you, I know. Well, we've been married for 24, and I will tell you, I know. Like I know already, and yeah, that usually it's because I'm in trouble, and I know. Say it.
You get in trouble?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Dear, you need to talk to Amy, and she will tell you. Like, I live in trouble, just constantly.
Oh my Lord.
So I want to know what your I want to know what your Halloween costumes this year.
We're going anything fire related. Last year it was a hot dog, and so I was a cheerleader, and Daren was a penguin. And
that was okay. No, when were you the boxers? Was that the year before?
Oh no, that was at the party.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we actually played a show out in Fort Worth where we all got to dress up, and so this year, since we're playing another show on Halloween weekend, we're all going to dress up again, but we're going to go fire related, everything fire related. So
Daren, you get to go as a hot fireman.
You have to come to the show.
No, don't tell me. So Daren, I'm just suggesting you go as a hot fire. Just get the firefighter pants and the suspenders. That's it.
You know the Chippendales firefighter thing? You bet. Absolutely.
Your wife will love you later.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it's
Oh,
really,
my Lord. So
I'm going to appreciate not trying to play guitar in a penguin suit.
Yeah.
You know, the thing has a bill, and the penguin's bill comes down right over my eyes. So I look down, and I can't see a friggin' thing. So I have to wear it. Looks dumb as this bill sticking up on top of my head. It looks ridiculous.
It's hysterical.
Just ridiculous.
So, Daren, now you know how I feel 24/7. Ridiculous. It's okay. you get used to it after a while. I mean, you guys are the sophisticated couple that has multiple costumes for every holiday season, correct?
I mean, I do.
She does.
But
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, my Lord. I will tell you, I've got the drunk bunny costume that I wore, and everybody was trying to figure out who I was till I talked. Once I opened my mouth, game was up. I'm just
There you go.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So crazy. There were so many people because the makeup and costumes were so good that I didn't know who hardly anybody was. And then seeing them later and then making references to the party, I'm like, oh, that was
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's part of the fun of it. Like it's almost like playing, you know, a game. Like, let's guess who this is. Like everybody should get a number and a piece of paper, and you should write down your guesses and submit it. And whoever gets it the most right wins an award. Yeah, I'm wearing a mask that you'll never know who it is.
That's right.
Oh, my Lord. Let's talk a little music. Penny has been you guys have been going full tilt this year. I know because I have announced a bunch of your shows. You guys have just been, gig after gig. And I might ask, you've opened for some nationals while you've been doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, I mean, tell me some highlights. Share with us.
So I think a lot of them, most of them are from Las Vegas, except for Wayne the Train, who's one of my idols, Wayne Hancock. I remember the first time I saw him was at Granada, in front of, it was the
King Bucks.
King Bucks. I don't think they're together anymore. They're just not doing that iteration of their, but then he came on stage and I was so impressed, and I was just like, just completely in awe. And when we started Penny and the Flamethrowers, one of the comments that I made very, very early was like, if we can play in front of him, that will be a marking point for our band. And then we did. And so he was very complimentary, and he said they've got a little bit of a different style, but they're pretty fucking good at it. So, I took that as a really high compliment.
Oh, yeah. That's huge. Have you guys been able to finagle anything with the Rev?
Well, that was our second show as a band.
Okay.
We did his after party, but we haven't seen another opportunity yet. He is in town on the 13th with the Toadies, but
yes, I saw that.
But we'll be at sundown, so so we wouldn't be able to participate in that.
Where is he? Is it the factory?
Is it the factory?
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost said factory. It's not factory anymore.
I want to know when you guys are going to be opening up for Brian Setzer.
Give me an opportunity, man.
We'll oh my Lord. I love Brian Setzer. I love the Stray Cats, but I love Brian Setzer. Holy crap. If you guys get to do that, can I just be a roadie for you? Just so I can come hang out?
Sure.
Absolutely. You have probably 30 of your closest friends.
No, I don't care about my closest friends. I want to be a roadie. They can figure out their own way in.
I think you would make a great team member.
That's right.
I know how to carry. I can carry mics like nobody's business.
Just don't whip his ass. That's all I ask.
I can't make any promises. I'm sorry.
I'll be doing plenty of that.
Woo! Did you? Okay, you guys recently had this post about, and I loved it. You were like, if you haven't seen a Penny show, or something to that effect. Like you're not one of the cool kids until you've been. And man, immediately I went to my phone. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
I've got my picture. And
a bunch of people are like, I've been.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's why I posted my picture. I was hoping people would start posting pictures that they've been to the show.
They all chimed in at least. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
But the one that I picked of you, Daren, you're down. And I'm like, okay, you must do yoga or something before you play because you look pretty damn limber. I'm just saying.
It's adrenaline.
And you have to kind of force yourself down there and hope that you can get yourself back up. That's the biggest thing, man.
Yeah.
I think I have permanent neck damage.
Too tight. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's not easy being me, man.
You know, I'm just going to say it might have a little bit to do with age because the older we get, those Gumby-like moves don't react the same. The body doesn't react the same.
True.
Wow.
That's true. That's true.
Now, do I understand that we have a mutual interest in a sax player? A certain Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's played a couple shows with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that Robert is the sax player for Back in Time. I know that he's jumped in with you guys a little bit. He's jumped in with Wild Boys.
Main guy.
He's a phenomenal, but he actually blessed Basket Case at our last Legacy Hall show and did 2 songs with us, and it was just like, oh my Lord, watching him. And he's a great fit with you guys. Mike, if you're listening, watching, please turn off right now because I'm gonna help steal him away. Robert he is so wickedly talented.
Yeah.
How did you guys do? I want to know what the first rehearsal with him was like, because my jaw hit the snare. I was like, wow.
I mean,
well,
it was pretty much like, I mean, he was very humble coming in,
Yes.
and he was just like, I'm just gonna try my best, and we'll see how it goes. And then we play a few songs, and we're all like, "Holy cow!" And it just felt really, really good. And one of the things that makes Robert so great for Penny and the Flamethrowers is that his style and Daren's style match really well.
Nice.
And so because the idea was to have 2 lead players, not have a horn player just somewhere in the background playing some fills and maybe occasionally a lead. I wanted a lead guitar player and a lead saxophone player, and I want them to be both really bold and to be able to express themselves freely in the music. And so they balance each other, and I think that I don't know. I think it just really helps our music come alive.
What a huge talent! What a huge compliment to the band, and you have a band full of talent. You're again incredible. But I will tell you, just when he accepted to sit in with us. And I was blessed that he did. We did a version of a song called Static Age that Green Day did in Tokyo, and they had their utility player, their sax player came out. Robert nailed it the first run through, and I had goosebumps, and I was like, "Thank you for sharing the stage." Like he just just a humble, great guy. When Mike told me that he was playing with you guys, I was like, "Oh, okay, perfect fit. Love it."
Yeah,
that is.
He's definitely one of our core members. He's part of the family.
Nice. And so when we talk, and the reason I bring it up is because people need to understand that the music community is a web. It is a connected web. We are all connected one way or another. So, and there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Like, be polite, be courteous. Don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful to people, because we're all connected one way, shape, or form. And I won't go any deeper than that. Just be cool, because we are all one big music family, and that is the epitome of it. Like Robert's in multiple bands, which I always say, look at the bands that we share. Like obviously we are indirectly connected because of Back in Time and and with Robert being with you guys, you know, which is connects Wild Boys. I mean, which connects Rebel Yell. Like we are all in multiple bands. We're all family. We're all connected. So I always tell folks, don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. You know, you never know how we're connected.
True that.
Agree, disagree?
No, I totally agree.
No, I mean, you know, I started, I helped Mike launch back in time, you know,
Yep.
We're familiar with that, with the whole scene with John Jurek and Cruz Pino was our original drummer in Vinny and the Flamethrowers. So I mean, there was a lot of connections with that particular group.
Do you know that I felt like a complete dork at Drumathon because I never call him Chris.
Oh yeah, he was
and
right in front of you.
You know, I felt like a complete book. I don't ever call him Chris, so I'm like, is Chris here? He's standing right there in front of him, like, hello. He's like, Rick.
Yeah,
oh,
he was
sorry.
literally 3 feet in front of you.
He could have been 3 inches in front of me. I don't know him as Chris, so I felt like a complete moron. Hello.
That's good stuff.
You know, I noticed, like, I think he was just really, you know, he was just happy, having fun, and he seemed to really enjoy being part of the Drumathon event. And
what a fun day!
And it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
What a fun day!
You know.
What's funny is earlier, Tom, and for those of you that watch the show, I record multiple of these in one day and we air them later. So this has already been like, this is not live. I mean, I know you think it is. This is not live. I actually just interviewed Lori Peters. And again, Lori and I become friends because, you know, through Drumathon, and we yap outside of it. And that's one of the things she said. She's like, it's always just an event. And I remember hanging out with you guys at Drumathon for a bit, walking around. And it's to see for a cause. And it's not that it's breast cancer, but any cause that you can get that many musicians and folks together for a good cause. It always kind of makes me, there's still hope in humanity. You know, in this day and age, I'm looking for a sign that there's still goodness out there. And then there really is. You know,
that was one of my takeaways as well. It's interesting that you bring that up because I actually caught that same feeling because I'm just not used to people being supportive for no other reason than to just be supportive.
Yes. And it's, again, in this day and age, it seems like everybody just wants, but for that many people to come out and they do it every year and they give. Yeah. Even if it's just your time, you give. I still believe that there's good in humanity. I'm always looking for those signs. So that was one of the big takeaways I had of the day. It was great that Amy and I got to run into y'all and yap for a little bit. It was great seeing you out there. And I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize right now if I was short with y'all, just because I felt like a chicken with his head cut off running around.
Oh.
Like,
no, that was not.
Chatting with you was a highlight of the day. That of all the things that happened, I remember chatting with y'all, and I mean, everything is just a fire hydrant of all day long. So getting to see y'all and stopping for a couple minutes was for me was awesome. So I'm glad I got to run into y'all. One of the things I wanted to ask you about, and the last time I saw you, which was the picture that I took, was at, it's amplified now, but it was Gas Monkey then, Bar and Grill. Now it's amplified. Some of the songs you guys pick as you do your covers are phenomenal. It's not what you expect.
I thought you were going to say they're weird, but you said
no, they're phenomenal. How you guys decided to come up with it is what I want to know. How did you decide to take these songs and interpret them rockabilly style? Because I think it's brilliant. There were some great songs that Amy and I both were like, oh my God, I love that song. And it was like, I never would have thought of that.
That's kind of the idea. That's exactly what we wanted to do originally. And we are working on some originals, but you know, we you know, a lot of rockabilly bands play in front of rockabilly audiences. That's where they go. And they're at those types of events and things like that. We play primarily in front of mainstream audience, who a lot of them don't even know what rockabilly is. And so we thought about this originally, but more and more it became clear why we needed to pursue it this way. But to take really well-known songs or very fun, enjoyable, catchy songs and turn them into rockabilly songs, and so it's just that much more enjoyable for the people who don't know the rockabilly music per se.
So is it okay for me to put my wish list together of songs that I'd like to hear reinterpreted?
Well, I have a seasonal, we have a seasonal rotation, but I'd be happy to take a look at your requests and see if we can fit them in.
It's like I tell people at the shows, man, if you got requests, keep them to yourself. We're likely to know the stuff that's on the set list.
Oh my God. Okay. So, it's funny you say that because people do that all the time. Basket Case at one of our last shows, somebody actually threw $100 down because they wanted to hear a certain song, which it was already on the set list. But yes, we were obliged to play that song for them. I'm like,
right. We'll do it right
nice. Yeah, we'll bump it right. You want it right now? Oh, and I tell people that's why you try to have a deep catalog, because you never know when somebody's going to, I'll pay you to play right now one song. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It happened to us. We were playing at Baja Ritas, and we actually have kind of rotated this one song out because we were gravitating more towards other types of rockabilly songs. But it was a Toady song, and this couple had seen us at another show where we played that song, and he wanted to make sure that we play that song, so he put a big fat bill in the tip jar, and we were like, let's go ahead and do it now. I was like, that guy's seen us before, because it's to play a Toady song in the middle of, when we're playing like Johnny Cash and Imelda May and Wanda Jackson, and he knows that we play a Toady song. Like, okay, that guy's a fan. He's getting what he wants.
And it's not about the money. Let me premise it real quick. It's not about the money. It is more about the fact that you are a fan, that you have seen us, and that you love us that much that you want us to play this song for you. Like, okay, what can I do for you? Right. Because we don't get to do what we do on stage without them. Oh, I'm flattered. I mean, that's why I was like, can I give you some suggestions? You're like, no, Rick, we're not doing Nirvana. What about what about some Green Day?
Yes.
What's funny though is actually Hitchin' a Ride has that kind of, it's not so much rockabilly, but that. Yeah, it's just it's closer in line. And I'm going to tell you, I feel very ashamed of myself. Ashamed, because we have talked about it many times and we have yet to book a show together, Penny and Basket Case. And I'm ashamed. No, I have not. We have not put enough energy. We've talked about it. I think it's a great show, but we have not brought it to fruition. So Daren, you and I definitely have to get together for 22. I want a couple gigs on the books where we make it happen. And I don't just want it to be conversation. I actually want to play the shows because I think it's a good marriage. Just my opinion.
All right.
Unless you don't, in which case, then I don't think that.
That's what
no,
like a guy
I want
to stands by his convictions.
I'm the guy that though I'm very open about this with everyone. I only want to play Basket Case maybe every 4 to 6 weeks. We're not playing every weekend. We're not, it's just I don't want to oversaturate the market with what we do. And when we play, I want it to be special. So there's really locally maybe a dozen bands that are going to see us, together on stage. I think it makes it a little more special. Just my humble opinion. So I want you guys to be on that list. When I look at the end of 22, I want to be able to say, yeah, we played with Penny, because I'm going to tell you, I announce you guys all the time on Concert Connection. I miss a couple of them and I'm sorry. It happens. But
it's our fault.
No, not always. Whoa. I've had.
But what you do is so amazing, Rick. I just can't
tell
you enough.
We're very appreciative of what we do.
I catch a couple of conversations every now and then. I'll catch somebody saying, "Gosh, I really wish there was some place for me to find out what's going on with live music." And I mean, like, you mean like on Concert Connection. Here's the link. Dude, every
Do you know,
Wednesday,
I
check it
see that
out.
too. And I go all the time. I'll see a Facebook post and I'll be like, gosh, I wish somebody would think of doing a show like that. And it's me being sarcastic, like, you know, I'm already doing that, but not everybody knows about the show.
Of course. Like not everybody can know everything, but I love being able to tell people about the show because
Thank you
because
very
do
much.
put so much effort into telling
Thank you.
everybody about what is going on to the best of your knowledge in DFW, and helping support live music and musicians. It's just really important.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is a labor of love, and I will stand by it. I'll say it a million more times. I'm not doing this forever, guys. I am 52 years old, even though I act like I'm 12. I only have a certain shelf life, and at some point, I will find my replacement and bring them onto the show, and then I'll just executive produce and I'll move forward. But until then, I will leave the scene better to my ability than I found it, and I think that's I see music as a live music as a gift that if you don't nurture it and fertilize it and water it, it's not going to grow. And it's incumbent upon those of us that have experience and knowledge to pass it on to the next generation. And those that maybe have a little less than us, we're supposed to share. We're supposed to help each other. And that's why, going back to my earlier conversation, we're all related. All these bands, we're all interconnected. So nurture one another. Don't backstab. Don't tear each other down. And I'm guilty. Let me just say I'm guilty. My feelings have been hurt. There's a couple of people in the scene that have hurt my feelings, and there's bands that I will not play with because I'm just not going to go down that road. I'm not going to name names, but I'm human, and I feel guilt about it. And I sit at home. I'm not going to lie. I sit at home and I feel guilty. Like maybe I need to reconcile because the negative energy is not good. It's not good for the scene. And I'm going to raise my hand and be the first one to say I'm guilty of it too. So it's kind of lead by example, try to help others when you can. And I'll get over my crap at some point, and I'm big on that.
Perfect, but you're doing your part. You're putting the good energy out there.
Thank you.
And that's important what you're doing.
I am glad there's not many rockabilly bands in the scene. I am glad you guys are here. You guys make me smile. I'm just saying, I'm sad that your Pat Benatar thing has been shelved, that you guys don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because I thought you guys were great. I saw you guys multiple times. But what you're doing now, I think is even better.
Thank you.
Just my opinion.
Both projects need a pretty solid amount of attention. Pat Benatar music is vocally very challenging. We used to call it vocal acrobatics because it's operatic plus it's rock, and I'm really grateful that I got to sing her music and emulate her the best I could, because it taught me a lot. And but really, Penny Ruffles is really more a part of it. It is me. I am Penny.
You seem more comfortable. You really do. You seem more comfortable doing Penny.
I get to be myself on stage, and he gets to be himself, and we get to tell our musicians to be themselves. Trust me.
I have not known Daren to not be himself.
I know no other way. Yeah, you bought it.
No, it's.
He's not trying to emulate another guitar player. He gets to be Darren Watkins on stage.
I love that. I love that.
That fits us personally better.
Yeah.
But if we were going to try to do both, I think we'd be serving two masters, and I don't think that we would be able to do both projects justice. So
it's
we
tough
had to go with the one that we wanted to give more priority.
It's tough. And for a guy who's in two bands, I mean, I still just do what I do. I'm always Rick when I play drums, but it is difficult when you're in multiple bands because that's a lot of energy that if you're going to get on stage, it's that proverbial 110% all the time. And it's physically and emotionally exhausting.
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm thankful, especially when you have something that's rare and unique. Penny and the Flamethrowers is very rare and unique compared to anything else that we're seeing in the scene. So that's why I gravitate to y'all, because you don't see, it's not, you're not 12 of this band or, 10 of that band. It's, you guys are unique. And I love that. And rockabilly.
And we like being different. That's always something that we look for is something that's not already being offered. But and there's plenty of, there's so much good music out there. So many extremely talented musicians, no matter what type of project they've decided to devote themselves to. There's plenty of business to go around. And all kinds of people with all kinds of interests that we can all play a part in helping bring joy to their lives.
I'm just curious if I ever learned like one of your songs, rockabilly style, if you'd ever let me just sit in for one song.
Hell yeah. You bet.
Just saying. give me some notice. Let me learn something. You guys just, again, I love that punk rock, the ska, the rockabilly. Man, you guys are just, your inspiration. So thank you for being out there and doing what you do. Is there anything big coming up that maybe we should talk about?
Huge.
Yes.
Freaking,
you're like, God, Rick, we thought you would never ask.
It's like
colossal.
It's like a volcano.
Oh well, then let's just pop the lid off this volcano.
Okay. This is my dream. When we first started this band, this was my ultimate dream, and this is the first of many, like what we're gonna do. This is gonna oversimplify it, but it's a rockabilly cabaret. So we're gonna weave our music in with a variety show, and so we're partnering for this show, which is October 30th, next Saturday. We're partnering with Tops Off Variety Show, and they're like a variety burlesque troupe. So they have some dancers. There will be boobs, not mine, but there will be boobs. And
Amy, we gotta go. Amy, we gotta go. I'm just saying. Amy.
I want you there. I do. And, there's a comedy. There's improv skits. There's aerialists. There's a magician. They will be incorporating the audience in some of their shenanigans. They have.
So it's music and theater.
Music and theater, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But the live, Penny and the Flamethrowers provide the live music, and then we're just interweaving it all together to make one huge, really fun show.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's okay. So that's this Saturday, October 30th. And it's going to be where?
Copper Penny in Louisville.
Copper Penny. Okay, good. We'll make sure we put a link up here. This Saturday, October 30th, Copper Penny, Penny and the Flamethrowers. And and give the rest of the description because I'll have to investigate it.
That's right. Top,
not variety. Okay.
Tops off.
Tops off. Oh, I like that better.
That's right.
That is awesome. What time does the show start?
Doors at 7, shows at 8:30?
Shows at 8:30 until we're done.
And tickets are already pre-sale, yes?
Tickets are pre-sale. They'll also be at the door.
Okay. Awesome. So, that's going to be a good one. I do need to talk to the wife because I'm not sure. I think we have a company Halloween soiree that we're going to.
Well, by all means, Rick, bring them along. We'd love to have them.
Really? You want me to bring all my friends and their shenanigans along? Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am only responsible for my actions.
Your shenanigans are perfect for this show. You might even be in it.
You say that now.
Actually, I've been thinking about that, Rick, because I have some ideas for you. Just gonna put it out there right now.
Wait, does it require me dressing up as a woman again?
No,
No, absolutely not.
Unless
What do you mean
want
again?
to. I
What do you
mean,
mean again?
that's up to you. But
Really, Daren?
I think-
Me? Are you kidding me? Seriously, like that would surprise you?
Not in the least. Not in the least.
Amy basically has said, "Stay out of my closet." Like you got your own clothes.
More than once. Who's been using my again?
Here's the thing: life is short, folks. I tell everybody this. Who cares what other people think? Live your life. And the only woman I have to worry about impressing is Miss Amy. And after 26 years, the fact that she doesn't just hold a pillow over my face while I sleep is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh my Lord, guys.
Probably got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, she's got a big sense of humor to put up with me. Just saying. Oh my God. Thank you guys for coming on so much. I want to reiterate and drive it into everybody's brain. This Saturday, the 30th at the Copper Penny and the Flamethrowers, and Tops Off. See, I got it this time.
Tops Off.
Doors are at 7. Doors are at 7. Shows at 8. You want to be there. This is going to be music and theater wrapped into one, and it will be entertainment.
Yeah.
Costumes welcome.
And you can wear costumes. We encourage costumes.
Costumes are welcome. So if you wanted to go out as a firefighter, or if you wanted to dress up in drag, it'd be acceptable.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't very much.
Oh my Lord.
I can't go in her closet. I'm twice her size.
Okay, you know what, Daren? We can go thrift store shopping and get you your own.
There you go. Yeah, for sure.
We'll go to the big and tall.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I have a vision of you in drag with like blonde curly hair. Like,
That's really.
or would you rather be a redhead?
A redhead.
Any type of hair. Yeah, no.
Oh, Daren, please don't choke me out next time you see me. Oh, guys, thank you so much for being my guest. I know it was kind of short notice, but thank you for coming on.
Thanks for working us in, man.
We're
Seriously.
really grateful.
You guys are always welcome. You know that. You're always welcome on my show. You gonna come back? We talk about 22. We're gonna come back a couple times in 22.
We definitely need to do some brainstorming.
Let's do.
Maybe we should do one in person.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I've still not been doing them all in person. There's still videos, and I'm itching to get out of here. And Mike over at Fat Daddy's has said I can use the club anytime to come in. I need to set up a few interviews.
Yeah.
So maybe
Sounds great.
let's go down there and do it.
Yeah, that'd be
I love it.
That'd be wonderful. Guys,
thank you for coming on and being my guest. I hope that you have a phenomenal show this weekend. I'll get with you and let you know off air. I'll talk to Amy and see if we can't maybe swing that and drag a couple heathens with us.
Yeah, because the show is probably going to go on for at least 2, possibly 2.5 or 3 hours. So if you miss the first minutes, it's not going to be. I mean, there's still plenty of show to be seen.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But just let me.
You can ask Amy. I quit listening after you said there might be boobies. I was like,
just not mine.
It's not might. There will be. It may be Rick's boobs, but there's gonna be boobs. Oh my Lord! Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you all for tuning in. If you're a first-time viewer, thank you. Go to Facebook, like us. If you have friends, invite them. It's more fun when you bring your friends along for the psychological warfare. If you're in a band and you want me to promote it, send it to me. I'd love to announce it. If you're looking for other places to see us, we're also on iHeart Radio. We're on Spotify, obviously Facebook. We've also got YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We have a Roku channel, and we have an Amazon Fire channel. And if you're really inclined, you can go get the free app. You can go to In the Pit with Ric, download the app. It's free. You can watch all our shows there. It also has a calendar that you can use to post your band events. Or if you're just a fan and you're looking for a show, there you go. You can go find it, use it. If you think we got better ways that we can do it, suggest it. We're always looking to improve a product. So there you go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Daren, Amber, thank you for being my guest as always. You guys are an awesome interview. I'm Rick. This has been Penny and the Flamethrowers, and we will see you somewhere in the pit.